Hello everyone. Today we are going to do the installation of the SafeUTM Server OS. We will be focused on the installation under Oracle VirtualBox environment, and we'll say a few words about installation on dedicated servers. First of all, we need to prepare the latest version of the VirtualBox application, then download the SafeUTM image file from https://firewall.safedns.com and create a virtual machine. Please select the virtual machine OS, Linux, Fedora, 64-bit. The minimum hardware parameters are hard drive capacity 64 gigabytes, memory size 8 gigabytes. Please note that the 8 gigabyte RAM is mandatory for the installation. The system checks the available memory and will not start the installation if that requirement has not been met. Please also check that the UEFI EFI support has been enabled and legacy download mode secure boot has been disabled. If you are doing the installation on a physical machine, please create a boot USB drive and make sure UEFI is enabled and legacy secure boot is disabled. Important notice: if the SafeUTM is installed inside of your network as a gateway, 2 network interfaces should be installed on that machine. The difference between the installation on virtual and physical machines are the following. To uninstall the SafeUTM on the virtual machine, you need to mount the installation file, while the physical machine installation requires UEFI support and a bootable USB stick with SafeUTM. The settings of the virtual machine should be adjusted before the installation: RAM, hard disk storage, and UEFI, while the physical machine settings should be adjusted in BIOS or boot menu. UEFI, disable secure boot. Okay, let's start the installation process on a virtual machine now. We mounted the installation image file and attached 2 network interface cards to the virtual machine and started the machine. The first options are the following: memory test, install UTM SafeDNS, or reboot. The installation option will be selected by default in 5 seconds. The next screen shows the media used for the installation. Before you select a hard drive, please keep in mind that all data on that drive will be erased. Without confirmation, the system will not continue. Select the code of the time zone of your location and press Enter. After, the system will show the current time of the selected time zone, asking to confirm. Once the confirmation is received, the installation of the OS starts, and it will take some minutes to finish the process. Once it's finished, you will be prompted to reboot the machine. If you are doing the installation on the virtual machine, shut it down and remove the installation media from the settings. If you are installing SafeUTM on the physical machine, just remove the USB stick and restart the computer. Let the computer or virtual machine load for the first configuration step. The welcome screen shows brief information about installation and proposes the next actions. 1. Select Yes if this server is the second node in the network. We are selecting No as this server is the first server. 2. Specify the administrator login and password. The password should be strong enough, 10 characters at least, with upper and lowercase letters, numbers, and special symbols. After that, the installation process is officially done, and now we can start configuring the server. Please log into the system from the command line and start the configuration. Here, we need to select the LAN network card and configure it. Select the LAN interface card from the list and configure the IP prefix on it. The next step is to configure VLAN. Please skip it if you are not going to use it. After you configure your network, you can now access the server management console. The following actions are available. You can access the shell, reconfigure the network interface, change access server settings, manage backup or high availability options, and a few more. You can set the needed parameters now, or you can do that later from the web interface. We have set up the basic installation procedures and can continue the fine-tuning and configuration using the powerful web interface. It can be accessed by IP configured to the LAN interface and port 8443. Now I'm going to show you how to configure the proxy service or NAT for your LAN. To do that, we are entering the web interface with the credentials we set up during installation and browsing Services, Network for network setup. We are setting automatic configuration via DHCP as one of our Internet interfaces. We are suggesting it as a WAN interface, bridged with the network having access to the Internet. By default, the transparent proxy service is activated on SafeUTM, so you need to set the default gateway for your network users, pointing to SafeUTM server, while you can configure direct connections to the proxy. To do that, browse Services, Proxy. Here, you can set the port for the proxy. We finished the configuration of SafeUTM. You can adjust later all the settings using the dashboard or console. For more detailed information about configuration and hardware requirements, please visit the site docs.safedns.com. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to address them by email or in the chat. We are ready to help you.